Greetings everyone and welcome to the SMOOREZ archive. These are just all my old videos that I took down that I am re-releasing with some slight edits here and there. I did these DHGate Cheapo sneaker reviews for entertainment and educational purposes, and I do not endorse the sales of any Replica products whatsoever. No links to any of these items will be given since these videos were done ages ago anyways. Well, I hope you do get a kick out of my old content. Hello everyone and welcome back to another DHGate video. Since I revisited the VaporMax shoes and was fairly impressed with the newer ones that I got, I have decided to revisit another classic, and that is what you are seeing in the title, the Nike Presto Cross Off-Whites. While the old ones were only $49 I believe, these ones cost me $41 and unfortunately I did not get a box with them, but that doesn't really matter. The question is, have they improved the quality since the first ones I got to the ones I got now? Because it's been, what, about 9 months, 10 months? These are my old Prestos here, and I have worn these quite a lot. I've worn them out and about, and a lot of people ask, after wearing them for a certain amount of time, have they started to fall apart, etc, etc. These are my most worn DHGate shoes, apart from the Yeezy V2 Zebra ones, and they are still in one piece. They're a bit dirty, but otherwise they are still in one piece. They weren't really the best looking shoes compared to the legit ones, so I thought I'll grab another pair and see if anything's changed. Of course I bought the cheapest pair, because that's the whole objective of this channel, to just buy the cheapest things. So we will see how we go. Put these to one side. There's the package, the usual garbage bag. And with the seller of these shoes, I kind of had some lost in translation issues when I asked for these shoes, and they said, yes, it does have laces. And I said, no, does it come with extra laces? And they said, you can check the picture, friend. And I was like, I don't think you know what I'm talking about, but that's okay, not a problem. Cheapness. Cheapness. Gotta love it. Every time you open a package, cheapness just comes out. Now my room is where I film my shoe reviews, and it smells like a cheap sneaker factory. So to remedy this, I have car fresheners plastered in places of my room. It works for the most part. Woohoo! No extra laces or anything. That sucks. These are the new and improved Prestos, presumably. Let's see if anything has changed. Why do these look worse? I think these ones are slightly worse. Well, we got a little bit of a fail with these ones, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Let's have a look around these. Hang on, they look smaller. That's because they are smaller. Everything is going according to plan. Let's have a look at the zip tie first of all. That is a very nice looking zip tie. Can we just pull it out? No, but it's starting to just, yep. Cool, alrighty. Oh, the off-white text looks wonderful. Let's have a look at the text around the shoe here. So we have air plastered on the little tab here. Swoosh, just there. All looking usual, like on the old Prestos. But this text here looks pretty jacked, to be fairly honest. And I chose this colorway since I already had a look at the original one, so the re-release ones is what I had a look at. Then we have the rib cage here. I'm going to call it a rib cage because that's what I called it in the original video, so that's what it's going to be called. Made of rubber, all that sort of stuff. Looks a little bit different. We're going to compare the old Prestos to these ones anyway, so I just want to quickly go around them. Then we have the 5 little dots. Please, someone put a power bank into here and a USB port here, so then someone can have a power bank built into a Presto shoe. Someone please make that. It'd be really awesome. Nike swoosh here, and then going into the pretty messed up looking toe box here, but it looks closer to what I have seen on StockX and all that sort of stuff. This sort of lip here around the toe box, as well as all the fly knit details. Is it fly knit? I'm pretty sure it's fly knit. Also, the off-white tag is actually square, as opposed to the other ones being rounded off, which once again I'll show you. The tongue is also the same. The foam sort of off-white looking thing. The text is, it's looking pretty good. The laces, of course, say shoelaces, just in case you forgot what shoelaces are. It's just all caved in and just, I can't really do much with it. All the mesh details all around inside of the shoe and all that sort of stuff. Looks average. Let's have a look at this tag. US 11, 2017. 2017, that doesn't sound right. AA3830002. So I will Google that during editing and let you all know if that is correct or not. So I forgot to show you all the Nike swoosh, but once again, like I did in the last video, I'm going to take the shoelaces out so I can properly have a look at the tag and the swoosh and the text, which isn't looking great. Just show you the bottom of the sole as well. Air BRS 1000. All the look, actually, that doesn't feel grippy at all. That feels really, really cheap. Yeah, these are lighter than the old ones. Definitely. Let me take out the shoelaces and we'll continue on. So there you go. There's the off-white tongue on the original Presto tongue there. You can't even see that. Just see the P and a little Nike swoosh there. But yep, there's the tongue there, kind of stitched together pretty poorly, unless that's what they were going for. There's the Nike tag there, and it doesn't have anything written on it. Pulling the rib cage down, we can see the Nike swoosh, and all the stitching on there looks consistent for the most part, but it is bent just there. So hopefully if I try and put my foot in these, and if it somehow magically fits, it might sort of pop it back into shape, hopefully, maybe, but it's all creased up and all looking pretty crap at the moment. Let's have a look at this text. This is interesting. Yep. So when they were doing this text, did somebody accidentally press bold instead of just leaving it as standard and then wrote the text and printed it on there? I think they did. At least they didn't put it in Comic Sans, which is good. I'm no off-white expert, but I can definitely say that that looks pretty crap. I'll just leave that there and we'll continue on. Presto is written just there behind this tag thing. Pull tab is midsole creased. It's ever so slightly creased. There's some creasing there. So yeah, the midsole's a bit creased, but otherwise it's not too bad. Let's have a look at the insole, which is barely sitting in there, to be honest. And it is yoga mat foam as usual. Off-white branding, the 10, you can barely see there. That will probably rub off like my ones have actually rubbed off quite significantly. There is the little spiky grip part on the insole as well. No details or anything written on there. It is just a standard piece of yoga mat foam, which is what we kind of were expecting anyways. So the cross stitching inside the shoe looks a little bit messy in some areas, but there's a hole straight through the shoe. I don't know if that was on my other ones or not, but altogether it looks yeah, pretty crap. So unlike the Vapor Maxes, the new ones I got were better than the old ones, but with the Prestos, I prefer the old ones to the new ones, but we'll compare them in a second. Construction-wise, while we've got the camera all close up, don't see anything major, just is very poorly made, I guess. That's a lot of glue there, unless it's just me, but that looks like a whole bunch of glue marks. Ah well, so the insole barely fits inside the shoe. It's, yeah, once I put my foot in it, I think it'll flatten down. Hopefully it does. The other shoe looks pretty much the same creasing there. No tissue paper inside the shoe. Just looks like a mess of a shoe at the moment, doesn't it? And the text, well, I won't even go there because it's not worth it. Original Prestos. If you have not seen the video, I'll card it up here so you can have a look at the original video and maybe cringe a little bit because it's not really that good. So let's compare the two Prestos. So the first version here and the second version. Yes, the toe box is different. You can see from these little patterns, these little holes here to the patterns here. You can see that there's significantly different ones. So that looks closer to retail than that did, I believe. The lip around the toe box here is also different. More pronounced on this one, but maybe because it's sort of sunk down a little bit. That could be the issue. This little piece here is missing on this one, but no, it just hasn't been popped out yet. I think I had to do that with these ones, if I remember correctly. Not too sure. But otherwise, the Nike swoosh does come up more prominently on this one than it does on this one. The tongues do look different, maybe because these ones are laced up already, and these ones aren't really laced up to my specifications and had a foot already inside of them. That's probably why, so just excuse that for a minute. There's the off-white tags there, so that is on the newer ones, and that's the old ones there, so as you can see it's rounded off, whereas this one is squared off. The Nike tags, actually, well, let me just go to this one because it's probably easier. Both look basically the same. You can't stuff up a Nike tag. You probably could. They look basically the same. The text on the sides though, this one's a little bit thinner than this one. Also on the back of the shoes here where the pull tab is, you can see that this one is significantly shorter. It's also bent as well, whereas this one is nice and straight. This little tab here is more prominent on the newer ones than the older ones. They just sort of go up there. The sole is basically the same though. Same height, just yeah, you can see that doesn't come all the way down, whereas this one does. And I'm not sure which one's closer to the retail. So the insole in the original ones, as you can see, has been completely worn out because I've worn these quite a lot. Basically the same insole, I just sort of pulled it up ever so slightly and it feels like the exact same one. There's the old text. So just sort of keep that in mind. And then going to the newer ones, yep, big difference there. Size-wise, yeah, There we go. So they're a little bit smaller. Hopefully they do fit, because these are a really tight but good fit. So these will probably be a really tight but terrible fit. The tongues, yeah, same sort of foamy material as we've gone to love with the Prestos. Bottoms of the shoe, no different colors. These ones just feel so much cheaper than these, but the same BRS 1000, as well as air written on the sole there. All the details are there. It's just a matter of these ones are a lot cheaper than these ones. Look how wrecked the insole is with that one. It's all still in one piece, which is good, considering how much I've worn these. But I much prefer these ones to these ones. Not jump to any conclusions, of course. I'll see how they fit, do it on foot, see how they feel, and if any of this sort of pops up or comes back into shape, we'll see. Finish off the review from here and give my final thoughts on the new Prestos. It's just a different colorway, but you would think that they might have changed a few things, but unfortunately it doesn't really look like it. Let's jump to on foot and continue on this video. Here are the new Prestos on foot. And just before I start, I ruined the on foot segment because you can see my sock and my jeans got caught on my sock. Sorry, that's kind of my bad. Anyways, as noted in the video, that they were a bit smaller, they are in fact, and in result have a very tight fit. Even without socks, it's still a very tight fit, so that means they ain't true to size at all. Then when I was lacing them up, I was left with barely any shoelaces left, so I sort of just tucked them into the shoe. The shoe does have grip, which is good. I thought it wouldn't, but confirmed, it certainly does. If they were a size bigger, then I would say they are sort of like my other off-white Prestos, comfort-wise, but quality-wise, that's a different story. Not a huge fan of this colorway. Maybe I should look into the grey pair, or simply buy a crap pair off Wish and call it a day. And that was the on-foot segment for these cheaper Presto kicks. Apart from what I said in the on-foot segment, them being a little bit tight, I prefer the old Prestos over these ones. Just, I don't know, maybe the color difference, they just feel really plain and dull to me. That's just me though. Some of you might think these are absolutely, you know, awesome kicks. They are awesome, but just I'm not a fan of this colorway in particular. My foot was in them, and that's as much lacing as I had left, unless I got one out of there. I still managed to squeeze into them, so it's all good in the end, I guess. You all got a video out of it, so that's good. Pretty much, do you like the old ones, or do you like these new ones? Or are they both fails? Who knows? We did it! We're at 2K again! So, thank you all, I appreciate it so much, and hopefully I'm doing something right. Thank you all for your feedback and comments and all that sort of stuff. I do appreciate it all, and I will see you all in the next video, whatever that may be. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Now, what am I going to do with these? That was easy. I'm not literally going to throw them away. Take it easy, everyone. Be good people. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you made it to the end, you got through some really cringy old s'mores. If you liked it though, leave a like. If not, then feel free to dislike. I'll see you in the next one.